Well, with school holidays right upon us, it would be rude not to focus on a school holiday film, and I just love this. This is the sequel to Gnomeo and Juliet, and it's Sherlock Holmes. Of course, Gnomeo and Juliet arrive in London, notice that some of their friends are disappearing from their garden, so they call in the guy that's good for finding people, that is Sherlock Holmes, and his sidekick Watson. You got Emily Blunt in this, Johnny Depp as well, also James McAvoy, and Mary J. Blige features too. It is one of those great films that's good for a wee giggle during the school holidays.
We have to get across that river. We'll need a ship.
No ship, Sherlock.
Our next clue is in the park.
Give us directions quickly.
Just follow the blue line on the ground until you find the giant red thumbtack. Careful, it looks pointy.
2 forward. Hold. Ooh, I said hold.
Forgive me, I've never been the back end of a squirrel before.
We've been spotted. Sherlock Holmes. That's not how a squirrel shakes its behind. Mankini, can you demonstrate? You see what I'm doing? See? Do you see?
Yes, you're acting like a rear end.
And something for the adults is a wee bit of a throwback to the 1980s video game Rampage. You might remember Davis O'Coy, whose mate the silverback gorilla gets a bit out of hand due to some experiments. Well, this is a film version of this. Few people saying it's a nice wee tribute to the video game back in the day. Dwayne Johnson, of course, plays Davis O'Coy in this one. Some people have called it a little bit camp, others have said there's a wee bit of a giggle in there, but people are saying that they're pretty impressed with the special effects.
George didn't ask for this. They're gonna put him down. That's not happening.
Well worth seeing this weekend if you pop along to Hoyt's. Also for live entertainment this weekend, you got to be in Christchurch. The Isaac Theatre Royal playing host to Showbiz Christchurch's Wicked. Now, the international tour of Wicked came here a few years ago to New Zealand. This, I want to say, is just as good, if not better. And I pretty much love all musicals, but I remember seeing Wicked for the first time. Even though it was a great performance, I kind of went, it's not really my favourite. Well, I tell you, Showbiz Christchurch have made me do a complete 180. And if you're not familiar with the story of Wicked, it's basically Galinda, the good witch. She's the one that floats down from the sky at the start of The Wizard of Oz in a bubble. And then you've got Elphaba, who is the Wicked Witch of the West. And it takes you right back to the fact that they actually knew each other at school. Now, not all is as it seems with these two, and not necessarily as good and bad all of the time. It takes you really very much behind the scenes of what happens before Dorothy dropped in. She's just part of this story, even though we don't see Dorothy, but it's a brilliant side story from The Wizard of Oz. And Wicked is an absolute triumph from Showbiz Christchurch, so well worth getting along to see that. And also in Christchurch, Sunday night at Horncastle Arena, Lionel Richie, he's in the country at the moment. Hi Lionel, I know you love watching the show. He was at Spark Arena last night, people raving about that concert, of course, with Chic and Nile Rodgers. We love Lionel's music. A couple of things you might not have known about Lionel. Apparently, when he's travelling, he spends most of his time in art galleries. So if you happen to be, I'm assuming he'll be around Auckland today, you might find him in one of the art galleries and maybe in Christchurch over the weekend. He has the weirdest collection. He collects fireplaces, of all things. And apparently his daughter Nicole Richie calls him L-Train. What a brilliant name. Lionel, it is such a pleasure to have you in the country. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday night with Chic and Nile Rodgers at Horncastle Arena. And a big thank you to Hoyt's. They've got their reclining cinema at Waido Park in Auckland. If you would like to win one of 5 double passes to go along and try that out, you can go to our Facebook page right now, which is the Cafe NZ. Remember, at Waido Park, every seat in every cinema is a reclining seat, and this is the future of cinema. Big thank you to Hoyt's. We'll catch you next week.
I love you.